Okay, everybody, I am finally doing a video on my new Sebo Felix. This is a Sebo Felix Premium, and I got it on eBay for about 250 bucks. I try to be transparent with my prices that I've paid on things, and I just got done using my Sebo K3 that I just recently did a video on. Here it is. But this Sebo Felix I got from a seller on eBay, and I kind of try to stay away from used machines on eBay because you just don't know what you're going to get. I'd also like to say that I'm going to minimally use this machine maybe for about 2 seconds, or I guess not quite 2 seconds, I mean more than that, but because it needs cleaned up and I don't really want to be using it on the carpet used from, it came from Florida and it kind of has a little bit of a smell to it. So I'm probably going to take it to a vacuum shop. If anybody knows, I'd really love to hear. I got great response out of my K3 video that I just posted. So I want to put this kind of early on in the video. One thing that I would really like to know is, how much should I expect to pay for them to clean this unit up? Now, I've seen a lot of people do vacuum cleaner restorations that work for vacuum cleaner companies, and they really actually take the machine apart, put it back together. I would love to know like what that price is kind of going to be ballparking me at. Honestly, off the top of my head, I would expect maybe like $150 or something like that for maybe a machine like this. Maybe it's significantly less, maybe it's significantly more. They sent it to me with the premotor filter kind of popped up off the inside and laying in there, not doing anything. And I actually ordered myself one because I'm always concerned about the premotor filter on all machines that I get. And thankfully, as soon as I got it home, I took the bag out, which is, stinky and used, and I decided to take a look in there, and sure as, poop, the filter was not even housed in the right spot. So I already had one on the way. It has its new premotor filter in it. It needs the outer cloth filter replaced, I'm sure, and it's going to need a new brush roll as well. I'm just going to do it anyway because, you just don't know where some of these units come from. The motor sounds great. It's in, honestly, really good condition. There's only a couple spots that, it's not in. You can kind of tell that it's been used. A lot of this is just dust. But there's like a scratch here that kind of goes across the top, and there's a couple fine scratches that you can't even really see unless you're really looking close. There's a couple scuffs here on the side, and this piece is chipped right here. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it's chipped. It still works. It's not broken. Nothing's broken on the machine at all. But I have it set at the medium height. I never put this attachment on. I just need to screw it on there. But the safety, or not the safety switch, but the hose switch to shut off the brush roll works. The hose suction's pretty good on it. I wasn't too sure about how the tool performance would be because of the way that they mount the hoses to attach to the vacuum, just like on the X4. But honestly, I think that it might be okay. It seems like a really stable machine, and contrary to what a lot of people may believe, these things are not lightweight. This probably weighs just as much as an X4. I'd say it weighs at least 16 to 18 pounds, maybe more. But it's definitely not lightweight. But I really want to clean it up and actually be able to use it semi-regularly as like a primary vacuum. Now, a lot of people have been telling me that they think that the Sebo Felix has better carpet cleaning than the K3 or some of the canisters, and they think that it might be because of the weight on the brush roll compared to the fact that the K3 and all the other canisters, they don't really have any weight on that brush roll or the power nozzle. It's a smart assumption. I can't really say that that is the truth or not because it's at the rear axle of the machine. It's not really putting weight over top of the brush roll any. But it could have more power, more suction than the K3, and that's the reason why it pulls itself to the carpet better. But other than that, I mean, it's in really great condition. One thing that I would like to say before I actually use this really quick, and this is going to be a first impression. I've never used it on this carpet. I've never even brought this thing upstairs. It's been downstairs since it's been here. It's only been here since Monday. Today is Thursday. And I've used it once just to make sure that it ran, and then the second time to see if it was any different having the new filter put in place. And that was downstairs on a really low pile black carpet that you can't even see carpet lines in at all. But I would like to say I kind of haggled with the sales guy or the person selling this because they wanted $300. Let me just give a quick spiel that I usually give often. Vacuum cleaners do not have a resale value. Of course, I am going to ask less because it says make an offer. That is not something that is mandatory on an eBay item. People are not, or it's not smart to ask what you will minimally take out of a machine or anything on eBay. You should always ask a little bit more. That way you can, at the minimum, get what you wanted out of it, or the minimum that you would take. If you wanted $250, start at $3, meet somewhere in the middle. You might actually make out at $275. That's just the way that sales works. Everybody knows that, unless there is a chance that some people are willing to pay that price. I had seen that this had a little bit of wear. The guy told me that it was barely used. That is not true. It is not barely used. It is in good condition, but it does have a little chip off the piece right there, and it does have some scratches and scuffs where it's been used as a full-time machine in somebody's home probably. But I told him, yeah, you're asking $300. That's probably going rate for these in, the condition. It's missing one of its tools. The machine itself new is $6.99. I can get a brand new Dart for $4.99. You're asking $300 plus it was $50 shipping. I didn't say that. A $25, $26, maybe sometimes $28 brush roll. I've seen them be as much as $30 at a vacuum store because they try and mark up items. The outer filter is about $50. The pre-filter is about $20. Bags, that's an additional expense. Plus, I'm going to need to clean it. So just the filters and the new brush roll, that's $100 extra right there that people don't take into consideration. And when you're talking about a $700 new vacuum, just like when you go to a car dealership at a buy here, pay here or something like that, a $1,400 or $14,000 SUV might actually be $3,000 if you say, well, what if I didn't take the warranty? They're always going to offer you the option of not having the warranty because it's a used vehicle. They won't be responsible for something that costs more than what the warranty is covering on the customer's end, but it ends up hurting the dealership. But most times, that is because it's a brand new, never touched, never used item. This does not have an hour meter on it. It does not have a mileage, what is that? It's not a tachometer. It's not a speedometer. But whatever, a mileage counter on it. So you really don't know. You don't know the house that it came from, but people see, oh, it's a Sebo. This I can make $350 off of it, and they don't know anything about it. They don't know the condition. They don't know why the person got rid of it in the first place. And this person, like many, sells vacuum cleaners on eBay, but they sell whatever is available to them. So yes, I would say a fair price for a, all the attachments, no major cosmetic flaws or anything like that, would probably be fairly listed at $350, $399 at a vacuum cleaner dealer that's going to give you like a 90-day guarantee or a 6-month warranty or something like that. But he ended up he was going to take my offer for $225 with free shipping, or no, $250 with free shipping, but I ended up just accepting his offer at $225 with paying for the shipping. I think I saved myself like $20 doing it, or I ended up spending $20 extra because I didn't do the $250 with free shipping. I did $270 or $225, geez, with $50 shipping. So I made out, I think at the end of the day, I paid like $286 for it with shipping and tax. Which a lot of people will say, oh, that's great, that's a great deal, blah, blah, blah. And the only reason why I went for it was because I do like the black color. It matched my K3 that I had planned on buying, and I ended up buying anyway. And there are very rarely Sebos that come across, especially Felix models. And again, do I feel that that's worth, because they're rare? They're not rare. I would have bought one brand new, but because of my skepticism, or not skepticism, but my uncertainty about the Sebo brush roll power, considering my X4, I just didn't know if I was going to like the ET1 power nozzle. So, I mean, some people may say, oh my goodness, you're greedy. You're one of those people on eBay that, tries to, like, or you insult people with your lowball offers. It's not lowball. This guy didn't even know what he was selling, for one. And, it's one thing to be selling something that you know what you're selling, you know what the seller or the buyer is getting, and it's a totally other thing when you're just trying to make a quick buck off of something that you've got no idea where it came from. You're taking a big risk. I mean, I could tell that the guy was lying when I was buying the unit, when he said, it's barely used. After I'd made the purchase, I had seen where there was some cosmetic imperfections here and there, and I do care about that kind of stuff. I do, because this vacuum cleaner, I would have paid $350 for if it didn't have, or even $400 for, if it didn't have some of the cosmetic imperfections that it has. So, that's just my little spiel, my little rant on trying to set this up so you guys can see. Just my little spiel, my little rant about this machine, because there are a lot of people who, collect and they sell and they know what they're selling and they're willing to wait for the right buyer that's willing to spend the money. But then there's a totally different league of sellers when you go out and they don't know what they're selling. They just know that it was expensive new, and they didn't do anything to it to make it like presentable. So it's just kind of aggravating. So we're going to take this thing for a quick spin. Like I said, not a whole lot, because I don't know how dirty this thing is or where it came from. Quick question too. Listen to this. I think that's just the swivel, like the locking mechanism, but please let me know if that's not, and if it's just this thing's condition. Okay. Now that is what I was expecting. That I am much, much, much more pleased with. Look at that. Look at that. This was what I wanted right here. I'm very pleased with this. Honestly, look at that. Those are the carpet lines that I'm talking about. It must just be the K3. I really don't think that it's the K3's nozzle. I think that it's just the fact that it's a canister versus an upright. This thing, you can feel it. It does not want to really go across this carpet as much as it does on lower pile. It performs way better than the K3 does, just in grooming, and I can really feel it getting down into the carpet. I'm very impressed with this so far. And I only ran it for what, 45 seconds? That is what I was hoping that this thing would be capable of doing. So, I guess that's where I'll stop the video. But please let me know, like, what you guys think I should be expecting to spend and what I should not spend to get this thing tuned up. So thank you for watching, and please like and leave a comment.